China's new law on land borders has come into effect from New Year. This has happened at a time when the border standoff in eastern Ladakh remains unresolved, when China has renamed several places in Arunachal Pradesh as part of its claim on Indian state, and when the Chinese embassy in Delhi has written to Indian MPs, including a minister who had attended a dinner reception hosted by the Tibetan Parliament-in-exile. So what is the new law? The Standing Committee of China's National People Congress passed the law for the protection and exploitation of the country's land border areas. Chinese state media reported that under the law, the sovereignty and territorial integrity of China are sacred and inviolable, and the state needs to take measures to safeguard territorial integrity and land boundaries, and guard against and combat any act that undermine these. So the big question is, does it concern India? Although the law is not meant specifically for India, it is bound to have some impact. China and India share a disputed 3488 km boundary, the third largest among China's 22,000 km land boundaries with 14 nations, after the border with Mongolia and Russia. Besides India, Bhutan, with 477 km of border, is the other country with which China has a disputed land border. There is also a growing suspicion that China may have been stalling further negotiations on the standoff in eastern Ladakh for this new law to come into force. The Corps commander last met in October. India had hoped that China would agree to disengage from patrolling point 15 in Hot Springs, which it did not. The meeting did not even result in a joint statement, as had been happening for most earlier meetings. Another sticking point could be that the new law prohibits construction of permanent infrastructure close to border without China's permission. Both India and China have been building new roads, bridges, and facilities faster since the standoff began. In fact, China had objected to Indian workers even before. So what impact can it have on China-India relations? The view is still divided. Much depends on China's actions, regardless of the new laws. Some experts feel the new law will make China dig its heel in on the ongoing standoff, as well as for resolution of larger boundary issue. Others feel the new law is only a tool Chinese government will use if it wants, as its actions have been aggressive even before the law.